Logan is killing vampires in fucking Vegas and the West Coast right now. And Maverick is a fucking vampire. I'm like, yo, this is kind of the heat. This is Wolverine issue 1, Blood Hunt tie-in. If you guys like Blood Hunt and all these tie-ins, I'm gonna tell you, this one was really cool, man. I haven't read a really bad Blood Hunt tie-in at all, or any book in Blood Hunt, to be honest with you. And Logan, if you guys like fighting vampires and gore, you guys will love this shit. Logan is in the west of Barstow in California, which I've been there before, which is kind of wild to see this. And he's drinking beer and pretty much looking at the news, what's going on to the fucking world and how it's all dark and vampires are everywhere. He's waiting for someone. But then these army soldiers that show up, these kids, right? Like to him, they're kids, right? They're like in their early 20s. They're all vampires and they start attacking Logan, and Logan starts attacking them and he gets shot. Logan knows that he doesn't want to kill these guys because they're just lusting for blood. And again, they're just vampires that just turned. So, but anyways, they attack him again and he slices one of their head off. The last one says, no, spears him through the window outside the bar. They use this electromagnetic beam to hit him on the back. And pretty much what it does, it pretty much heats up the adamantium inside of him to where he can't fucking move and he can't breathe. And so he's stuck there. But Luisi shows up, this chick from the Night Guard. If you guys remember this chick, she's from earlier in the Wolverine run. Beautiful woman. Listen, I have a crush on this chick. But anyway, she helps out Logan. She's like, hey, Logan, I heard you needed me. Let's go back in the bar. And we gotta remember, she's a vampire now. She wasn't before, but she turned right. And Logan was gonna actually take her out. But then he's like, you know what? I could take you somewhere. And he took her to this place where these vampire lords people try to control their lust for blood. And it's right there. It's called Zavileth or some shit like that. But pretty much, Luisi's like, hey, so you called me. So what's up? Like, what do you need me for? Logan explains to her, like, when I was back in Vegas, right? Like a little bit outskirts of Vegas, everyone turned to vampires. And that's not the weird part. The security guards knew who the fuck I was. And that's the odd part. So I had to take them out. And so he cuts off all their fucking heads off and pretty much walks outside and sees the darkness, right? From the dark dimension. And he's like, what the fuck is happening? And he sees all the vampires. There's just too many of them. So he gets on his bike and gets the fuck out of there, fighting his way through the horde. And then he calls Jeff, which, if you guys remember Jeff, he was in the Wolverine shit. He's a dope character. And when Logan calls him, he's like, what is happening, Jeff? He's like, it's happening over the world. The heroes, they're getting fucked up. And we're pretty much just surviving at this point. Like, the dark dimension people have opened up portals everywhere around the world. Luisi's like, well, so the Vegas security guards and these army soldiers wanted you out? That's just kind of weird. Do you know anything about it? And he's like, well, I'm hoping Jeff can let me know. Jeff calls him. He's like, hey, listen, that convoy that just went to the west of Barstow, more of them are going to Long Beach. You should probably, like, you know, intercept them and see what's going on. Luis and Logan go to Long Beach, right, on their bikes. They just get there fast as fuck. They see the convoy, but they're waiting for them. And they shoot a fucking missile both at their bikes. And they go flying off the freeway. These soldiers, right, are like, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this? And the other guy's like, well, we don't need him. We're just looking for Wolverine. Wolverine's like, come on, bub. Comes out, ching, 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 and he gets shot. Luis gets up though and fries both of these vampires. I'm like, holy fuck. And then they kill the rest of the convoy, basically. Logan gets a call. Hey, Logan, you there? And it's fucking Maverick, where Jeff is at, if I'm not mistaken. And we find out that Jeff, I think he got bit, or he's fucking dead, or some shit. And Maverick tells Logan, like, the mutants and humans, they could have took over this world, but they didn't. Now the vampires are going to take it over. Maverick tells Logan, it's only going to get harder from here, bub. And pretty much, Maverick's a vampire. So I'm like, holy fuck. And they're surrounded by vampires. So I'm really excited for the next issue. One of the coolest Blood Hunt tie-ins. And I wonder why they want Logan so much. I'm assuming to have unlimited blood. That's the only thing I can think of.